some other stuff first that I didn't record because I was too close to the counter, and I just feel a little funny doing that. So anyway, here we are. This booth used to be in a different location. It's always got this large tower of jewelry, mostly necklaces, as you can see. Um, Kind of priced $2, $3. I looked at a few just to see if I could see some hang tags, maybe some really vintage ones, but I didn't notice anything. So I started looking at what else they had in the booth. Those are some Avon. That one that looks like Big Ben is like an Avon, oh, perfume bottle is what I'm trying to say. Some clocks, sort of things. I just want to kind of give you guys an idea of what this flea market contains. A little bit of everything. Um, I like that chicken cookie jar, but I did not have room to store cookie jars at home. There's Oshkosh Bagosh. I know that Oshkosh Bagosh kids' clothes, especially overalls, if they're vintage enough, will go for good money. But I'm not sure how to tell they're vintage. I don't know. I've not researched that at all. So I did a quick swing through to show you, and this was it didn't spin around. At the top of it was open, and there was this brass grasshopper. And I picked this up because my nephew does his house in mid-century, and he likes little brass things like this. Well, when I went to look at the tag, it was supposed to have another one on it, and they were going to be at $12 for the pair, which is fine. I would have paid that much, but I never could find the other one. But the lady saved it for me, and I can come back and get that one for $6. I'm looking for little trinket jars for whatever shop I decide to open, either on Etsy and eBay. I didn't really like that. This shop has gotten more mainstream pricing. I'm looking at it through the eyes of a thrifter, and reseller. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to think, okay, what can I sell this for? And wasn't a lot enough meat on the bone to sell a lot of these things, but they were very interesting to look at. So this is sort of an overwhelming store because it has so much stuff. You can spend hours in here trying to look at everything. I thought this was neat. I thought maybe it was like 1960s. I'm not sure how old or new this was. It said, can't even read it myself. I don't know. I recorded this video long before I got down in my back. You'll hear at the end I say my back really hurt. That was because my hip was getting ready to go out. So this is this video is about a month and a half old. Um, just I'm kind of showing you the second shelf while I'm looking at the first. I thought that was neat. It was a, what does it say? I can't even read it. What does it say? What's it say? Oh yeah, it was a Francoma. Francoma is an old brand. You can find a lot of pottery and things. How much they want for it? $10. See, there's no meat on the bone with that. If I try to resell it, not for me. Um, I will sell things and make a few dollars off of them, but if they're hard to ship like that, it's really aggravating the store. Try to keep from getting them broke. Alright, let's look around here. Probably, I thought that was neat. I thought that was probably made in Japan. I don't know if I picked it up and looked at the bottom of it or not. This is new for me because it's like a new video because it's so long since I've been at this place. Those are neat, but they were 1850. So they were made by Shawnee Pottery, which is a pottery company. Pottery's great to get, but in living in a travel trailer, it would be hard for me to keep them from getting not broke. I think, is that Fire King or Pyrex? I don't know. It says Pyrex, so it's Pyrex. Not too bad, $4, but wouldn't probably sell it for more than 6 to 10, and it'd probably sit there for a long time. I've had Pyrex um, coffee cups set for quite a long time. All right, look at there, down there. What you see, what you see. Leave me comments on anything you see in the timestamp or what you think about it, and if you think it's a good price, or maybe you know what it is. I haven't mentioned it on here. Here we go. I keep shutting off my phone and turning it back on. This is when my phone was still working. Alright. A man's home in his castle? Okay, whatever. Kind of read that. Okay, what are we going through here? We're just... Did I put that on the camera? I think I had it attached to my cart right here. So I'm trying to get enough coffee cups to put in a store. So I was looking at several different ones. I'm kind of looking at this stuff over too, see if there's anything I can go back and look at. It's neat this store now has their own Facebook group, and they will show pictures of things and you can put on the Facebook group, oh, I want that, and they will hold it for you and you can go over there and buy it. So that's pretty neat. I don't know if you guys have any flea market stores around where you live that do that. Yeah, my phone right here, I have it attached to my cart so I could, I think I walk around, I'm walking around looking at things. At one time, you see those vintage Valentines up there, I was going to get into selling postcards and stuff, but I didn't have enough interest in it. Well, I guess I parked you right here. So get used to looking at whatever's in front of me. What's that diet thing say? What's that diet stand for? Oh, I don't know. I'm on the move. We're on the move. Let's go. Let's go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them cars rolling. Thrift store. I went over to look at this Corningware because you see all the time how this Corningware is going for high prices. My mom actually has some of this in this pattern with little birds on it. I'll walk over there, park you guys, and walk over there. It was a really bad price on it. We're going to show you here in a minute what it was, but I remember, let's see, what was that? $7. So I've seen these go for like, depending on the pattern, 25, 30, 40, 50. I mean, some go outrageous depending on what people want. It's hard to tell. Everybody says, well, what does this sell for? Can I make any money? Well, it all depends on what time it is of in time, because stuff goes up and down. Pyrex is really hot again, and then it'll go back down and it's not, and it just changes all the time. So you really have to be on top of looking up sold on eBay, and I'm on a lot of eBay Facebook groups too that other sellers will comment and help you on. People get into selling DVDs and do good, especially the steel ones. I'm not into. I don't have a DVD player, I don't have a TV, I don't have any way to test to see if these DVDs would work, and I really don't want to get into electronics. I'm gonna go here. What was that stuffed animal? I should have looked at that. I didn't look at that. Alrighty. That is a very 1970s plasticky looking clock. Oh, I'm getting you off the cart. Don't get dizzy. The camera, that's what I'm looking at. 20% off everything in this booth. Oh, yeah. We do thumbs up on that one. I like that little basket there that was glass. But see, I don't know if it's fitting or not. I don't know. I did see somebody post a bunch of that stuff that looked just like that on my eBay groups. I'll have to go back and look and see what they said it was. But once again, don't want too much freckles. I love these footed teacups where they have the feet on them. Made in Japan. So, what the prices they have on it? Oh, $10. No. No room for making money on that. Focus. It feels like I'm crossing my eyes here. Okay, what else do we have? I looked at this clock because my mom, these are the clocks I tell you about that my mom has like 30 of them in her living room. The crystal ones. Ashtrays, people are buying ashtrays too. Because a lot of these young people are doing their houses in mid-century modern. Who made that? Roe went and made in England. Ooh, I like stuff made in England. I did not get that. It was $5. Probably wasn't much room. And I think it said Canada on the top of it. Like a souvenir, Canadian souvenir. Let's see. I did buy this. It's $2. That is Italian, right? I looked it up what that meant. Yep, Italy. What that saying means. And I don't think it's an ashtray because it doesn't have the little grooves in it to put the cigarettes in. But for $2, I thought maybe I could flip that for hire. I haven't listed it yet. It's going to go in one of my shops. Little trinket box, but it was metal. Didn't really like it. Okay, what are we doing? We're looking. Oh, I like that. That ashtray is a ship's wheel. That was kind of neat. I should have picked that up and looked at it. I wonder how much that was. Oh well, we're off again. Turn the camera and turn it back on. How much is off? 20% off everything. Okay. We're going to look in here. Let's look. What do we got? Now, I found those. You see those? Well, I'll pick them up here in a second. Well, we're going to go over here first. We'll go back. We'll come back. I like these kind of things. It's so neat to look at, but oh, heavy stuff. Is that a scale? Is that what that is? Let's see what it says. Do we see what it says? Let's see what it says. What does it say? I don't know. If you guys saw what it said, I couldn't even read it from this distance. Alright, what else do we have? Close-up of an iron skillet. That was a pattern for a Mickey Mouse costume, and those do sell, I've heard, well, but it had quite a high price on it. They knew what they had. Let's see. I'm too with patterns. I don't know enough about sewing and things. This is what I was talking about. You know, if all the pieces would be there. These are buttons that are, as you can see in a picture frame, but they had double of them, so obviously they were reproductions. They weren't the original, you know, presidential campaign buttons. So no, I went over. I had to show you guys this, um, these planted pots over here. It was just like, whoa. I think it's bamboo. Isn't that bamboo? And that pot was made. It reminded me of like corpse. How it was made. It was really neat, but not my thing. What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh, coffee cup. I think I tried to look at Fiesta coffee mugs and things. And I think this one says it's a McCoy. And I've never seen this pattern in McCoy. It looked really modern. Does McCoy still make things? I thought McCoy was out. But see that whole pattern? That all those dishes there and the creamer thing were McCoy. So I'm thinking it was more. It looked more modern to me. Let's see what else. I saw some more coffee mugs. Oh, I didn't notice that. You know what I never see is those women's head, those faces that are women's heads from like the 1950s. This is a good little booth up here, but I usually just avoid it because they have seller prices on. So I'm going over here. I'm going to go over here and see what their sign says because it looked like it said it had, maybe it was a percentage off, but it ended up not being. So I went back out. Going on here, and I thought, oh, what's this say? 50% off everything in this booth. Okay. So I started looking, and it's always the stuff that it's either what they've done is they jack up the prices to where even at 50%, you are paying what you would want to pay. So, oh well, that's only $1. I spoke too soon, but that was modern. I don't know if I bought anything. Let's see if I get anything out of this booth. What do you think? Will I buy something? We'll see. Will I do it? Will I do it? That's a Canada plate. It was only $1, so it would have been 50 cents. I mean, there's stuff you could buy just because it's really cheap, and then you're, oh, I bought that. Oh, yeah, that's what I bought. Bought that at, that is USA Pottery Company. It's a creamer, and I just had, it was $1, so I got it for 50 cents. It's actually sitting on my table right now. So I'll show you that that's 50% off, so it's going to be 50 cents. I put it in my cart. We'll see what we can. I found the pattern. I think I can get about $12 to $15 for it. That's what I'm gonna list it as anyway. Oh, look at the Avon lady perfume things in there. Now they have no resale value as far as I'm concerned because they were mass produced and they really don't have value. But I'll tell you why I picked one up here in a minute. I just showed you that because it seems like strange cat things sell, but I didn't buy it. I don't quite crafty things. Just look down here. See the little Dutch girl with the hat on that flips out? That one I go for. My mom had these when I was a kid, like when I was 3, and we lived in High Ridge, Missouri. And I remember she had them on her dresser, and she would let me pick them up. It's not plastic. That is like ceramic down there at the bottom. She would let me play with them, and I thought I was so sophisticated and wonderful when she let me play with them. So I'm like, I have to get this just for memory's sake. There was no perfume left in it, but still smelled pretty good. So it is now sitting in my bathroom. I did not pick up that one because I don't remember her ever having that one. I remember having other ones. It's funny things that stick in your head. I mean, she had those when I was, like I said, like 2, 3 years old. And I do remember that. So that's what I picked up out of that booth. I got it for 50 cents. And that creamer picture. So we're still looking around because when I'm in a booth that says 50% off, I'm going to get it like 3 times over just to make sure I did not miss anything. That booth right there, like I said, I passed it up because I know their prices and I always check just one thing. is pretty much said it what I could do it. Now this one says it was everything in here was $1, but it was $1, and I took it that they would be marked $1. Now that I'm rewatching this, maybe they didn't mark it down $1, but I found a bunch of stuff that was not $1. So I was like, well, this doesn't say $1, but maybe they meant if you picked it up and you put it up there, they charge you $1 for it. I don't know. I didn't find anything in there. I picked up that mug because I've sold that style mug before. It's just made by a certain um, company. Little sayings on them. For about, I think I sold one for like $10, $12. Some jewelry I look over. There wasn't anything spectacular that I just couldn't live without. So that was a trinket box down there. Oh, it has cherubs on it. I don't really like cherubs. Well, that's something I don't like. Let's see. Oh, there was an old powder thing. I should have picked that up. That used to hold powder, like face powder. I don't think I saw it. That is a. See, it says $4. So I like wall hangers. I like to sell them. What's that? They didn't even know what that was. They said, I think it says handle or something. Basket stem, they said. See, they didn't even know. I need to quit saying sorry. Oh, there were some tiles back there. I should pick that up. That was cute. But that little chicky purse. That was a pretty bracelet, but I thought, nah. That chicky purse, I think, was new. It still had that barb tag on it where it wasn't old or anything. Let's see. I don't know, electricals. Is that like electronics down there? It's blurry. I looked at those shoes because my great niece and nephew we're waiting for them to walk any day now, so they're going to have to get used to wearing shoes. And it being getting to be warmer weather. Of course, we're getting snow this weekend, so it always fools us. We think, oh, the weather is warm, and then they're calling for 8 to 10 inches of snow this week. Lovely. Alright, what else? See, I'm still hoping I can find something for $1 in here. But I would think that if they meant that it will ring up as $1, they would have said that. None of their tags said $1 on them. I mean, that one thing was 50 cents, so what, I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me. Those are new, what do you call them? Booth chairs? What are those called? Oh, you know what I'm talking about. This one has, booth usually has, vintage stuff like Pyrex and Fire King, but like the other booth, they know their stuff and put a price on it where there's not any wiggle room for somebody who would resell. See, it says $1 or less. Look, I'm thinking, not everything was $1 or less. You see these around a lot, these little salt and pepper shakers that look like elephants, and see the pig ones and bears. And that was a really good price for that. They also have the cookie jar to match, and the creamer, not the creamer picture, but like a real picture. There's some brooches that some of you might have in your possession right at the moment because I've already sold them. And I use that Santa. Okay, I'm back in the car. I wasn't real impressed in there. It's sort of the kind of place now where I'll only go over here about maybe every 6 months because it's just, the prices have really went up, but they're still real junky. And it used to be they were junky, but the prices were decent. So if I'm going to pay that prices, it may sound silly, but I'd like it to be a little more organized where I'm not falling and tripping over stuff. Sorry, my camera stopped. I got a few books. One was some are to resell, some are for me just to look at and then resell. Basically what you saw me put in the cart, that's what I got. My back is killing me. I'm going to go get a bite to eat and then go home. I will show you on the end of this video. I'll film because she wrapped it all up, so I'll film when I get home the stuff that I bought. But really not impressed. They were really heading toward a good direction. They were kind of like cleaning it up and stuff.
But I don't understand people who have booths and it literally looks like people have thrown all their stuff in there. But I understand that shoppers do come there too. And, it says low battery, but I've got it plugged in. I've got you plugged in. I'm talking to the phone. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. My battery's dying. I understand shoppers come in and mess stuff up, but I don't know. Just really disappointed. But like everything else, everything's going up. So, but if you're gonna put that price on your stuff, could you at least wipe it off? Dirty. Everything I got, except for a couple things, was a certain percentage off because I looked for the percentage off booth. So I'll let you go. And that one sign I showed you that said $1 everything in that booth. No one. Don't lie to me. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.